good this of an off-lane hero is, but maybe he's gonna be kicking off.
All right, well, there you have it. It's a bit of a ASTER vote on the panel here, at least for Storm. But let's see what our... Okay, you agree. Let's see what our casters have to say. We have SUNSfan, Jenkins, and Sneyking.
Hello! Welcome, everybody. This is the lower bracket semifinals with SUNSfan, Jenkins, and the Sneyking, the man himself. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing just fine. Thanks for inviting me to cast. I'm looking for some of those this game.
All right. Sneyking, what do you think about the lineups? Because we see the Abaddon offline, which OG has not run this tournament, as Taiga. Hold that thought. Poison touch is there. Ori with the hook. It's going to be sidestepped, though, but the whirling axe is coming. Fissure blocking a little bit, but the toss back up. Looks to be first blood for ASTER. Only question is who gets it. It's actually Siamese with the poison touch.
And if they can win this lane against the Monkey King, I think they will have a very good snowball lineup where the Enigma will get the Vlads and kind of take over the map. Actually started with the Basilius on Enigma. Yes. No regen, triple branch. This is a XXS special. He loves doing this when he plays off the Enigma. So his Tiny will be able to have a lot of spells, and the Tiny just needs to buy this fast tranquil boost, so, and then he'll have HP and mana sustain in the lane. I think the hero in general is actually very hard to run because he pretty much doesn't have an ultimate, because when you press that ultimate you lose all control of your hero. Gen is sustained to keep farming the small camp, and you can see both of their elastics are extremely high.
XXS getting jumped on by Yuragi. Nice blocks from Taiga as well. The Jingu procs, and Yuragi wanted to get the kill, but just not in range, so Taiga will clean it up instead.
Yeah, rather than aggressive ones.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of CS, 19-2 versus the 17-9 of the Enigma on the other side, so if you look at it that way, about even. He's going to get turned on, though, but the Aquatic Shield taking off the poison touch. Seb is here as well, but the right clicks are just too much. I mean, how fast do you want to get active? Is it dependent on this 6-minute rune that's spawning right now?
I think so. And he got it. He won the 50-50. He picks up an Arcane.
Arcane rune. Baboka, he's getting gone up, but the toss back into Ori's arms. Gets off the dismember, but the Nature's Attendant's healing up a decent amount, but the hook and the right clicks are too much.
I think it's actually quite viable here, and Ori makes it actually look very good. And I think Nisha also plays a very good punch. I think what the mid play... Hold on to that.
Initiation onto Monet in that top lane. The counter is that poison touch from Siamese Cat. And again, we've seen it all tournament long. It's the sidestep here from Baboka, the toss back with the Ava.
I think that's a big reason that Puck is viable. Or when they added the water runes, like seeing Puck take 2 runes whereas other mid laners can't.
XXS, he's initiated on and brought down even before a TP can finish. That's Baboka trying to get some counter action here. Ava toss into the dismember. Centaur's coming, but no stomp to come. Illusory Orb, though, keeps BZM alive just barely. Catapult, of course.
Yeah. And he's got Enchant up again, too.
Baboka, this time he has the vault. Taiga's gonna get dismembered, but the fissure blocks. Okay, Ori. Looks like they'll be able to run him down eventually. And poison touch Taiga.
The sidestep.
I mean, he has died a couple times this game, but there's some impressive punch hook shenanigans going on. Just
especially with this 3-1-1 build Seb is kind of popularized because of the Aftershock buff.
That's the blink reveal on said Earthshaker. And he's dead.
Yeah, and it's really hard for OG to kind of team fight to ASTER. They have this rave pack timing.
Oh, Wukong's command and a blink out from Ori. Wasted ult from Yuragi, and you can see OG made a bit of a rotation here as well, but ASTER also here in numbers. Tons of Eidolons. Hook connects onto Lamar into the dismember, but the borrow time procs. So ASTER just resetting, knowing that that is on cooldown.
He's got blink on
XXS, yeah, we have the blink on Ori. And XXS, okay, he's got his black hole. Old Coil only onto 1, and it's the fattest hero in the game. So Ori's gonna be just fine. Avalanche sets up the hook again. Taiga healing up though with those Nature's Attendants. As Yuragi gets bounced back, and he's gonna get black hole. It's a solo black hole. Seth gets off the Echo Slam, but the Grave saving Ori. Dismember to give him a little extra HP, and Monkey King is dead. Ori trying to block the fissure. He will live though. Fissure kind of blocks off the pathway for ASTER though. As the Illusory Orb will find one for BZM. Of course, that one, if I'm not mistaken, is when you take damage during borrowed time, it just heals your teammates, right?
Is when your ally takes damage, it auto in this coil.
AoE, so you just stay outside. As Seb is dead. Not even able to get off another fissure there. So Ori, another flesh heap stack.
Safe word.
Siamese Cat forced to he's going to get stunned by the balance strike, so OG do find a pick off and end up kind of getting a trade across the map. And BZM out of mana as Baboka gets off the avalanche toss, dismember to follow. No time for Nature's Attendance this time.
Might be Roshan. They have Lads. They can do it if they want to force it.
Yeah, they have the numbers. 5v4. Monet on the Troll Warlord.
Seb, though, look at Seb. He's got the Blink Dagger. He's been hiding it.
Oh, wow. He's going to get hooked, though. And Seb in a lot of trouble. Gets off the Fissure. Rot continuing to do that damage over time. And here comes Yuragi. Making his ult. Gets a balance strike. And now the focus is on the Ori. Of course, the Grave is available if they want to use it. Wukong's command is there as well. Able to get out of it, though, as the coil connects onto 2. Now the focus is on Dazzle. The Grave himself. So Siamese Cat will likely fall here in just a moment. But Seb dies, buys back into the game. Has that Echo Slam still available. So with this, Aster will likely have to try to back off. There's another missed hook here. As the cleanup crew is from Amar, taking out both Baboka and Siamese Cat. So OG, they lose 1 on Seb, buy back, and win the fight. And now they will attempt to go for the Roche.
Oh, wow.
And of course with, they're thinking about maybe not going. I mean, Abaddon, a very good hero with the Curse of Avernus stacks. But XXS, he still has his black hole. The Malefice into the hook is there, but the instant fissure from Seb into the Echo Slam, just trying to take out this Enigma, and they do it successfully. Does have buyback. We'll see if he expended his Ori. Getting great from the high ground thanks to Siamese Cat with the balance strike, keeping him in place. Monet trying to focus on Taiga himself as Ori just taking so much damage from this impetus. Taiga just rips him a new one. And Monet, he is horribly outnumbered here, but not afraid to continue this fight apparently. Avalanche top from Baboka, trying to get off the ult. Monet just barely gets off the battle trance, but it's on a borrowed time target. He's going to heal to a high degree, though. Yuragi gets hooked in the meantime as Ori gets off the Dismember, gets off the balance strike with the Jingle Strike, but it's not enough to stay alive. Double kill for Monet, and Aster somehow have turned this around. Did expend that buyback from Ori, though, but they will likely go back into the pit as Roche did take a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, and especially Puck has no resources. He has to go back to base, so it's very likely OG will have to forfeit this Roshan. But maybe Seb can try to steal it.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. And they have a little bit of, they just hook out the Pine Cone. It was giving the only vision, so Seb's going to have to completely guess on this. And of course, this would technically be a dieback for him to be bought back a little bit early. He's going to go in, but Monet gets the Aegis, and Aster take out Seb in turn. They can have a smoke, though.
Yeah, Monet, he's got his BKB. He did not have that for the last fight, and that's why he had to hold the ult. Oh, mid lane.
Yeah, the avalanche toss into the black hole. BZM is dead. Yuragi scouting out from above. Obviously no vision here for Aster, but the avalanche catches Amar. Toss back. We see a TP coming in from OG, but Monet and company are here in numbers. Borrowed time is activated. Dismember to prevent anything else coming out from Amar. And that's going to be another easy kill for Aster. 5K lead for Aster as they are looking to try to snowball this game in their favor. BZM. Visible right now. Gets off the waning rift, and CXS trying to find him, but it is a Puck after all. Monet able to maintain the Aegis, still with a minute to go as Ori's going to be spotted by Yuragi, but the focus is onto the Dazzle. The hook trying to save him, but the Echo Slam from Seb takes out the Dazzle in turn, and Monet actually pops the BKB despite still having the Aegis for another 45 seconds. Kind of getting kited right now, but Ori with a big Dismember onto Taiga. Looks to be his death at the very least, so it's a 1-for-1 support for support as we have the ultimate from Monet onto Amar, who already popped getting borrowed time as well, so he's back to full HP. Aegis another 30 seconds, so they're likely just trying to wait this out. But Baboka gets the backlines, gets a big avalanche, but he gets hooked by accident, and now Seb taken out by the right clicks of Monet, who has a double kill. So despite Aster not really executing everything to the capabilities that we've seen so far, they're just so far ahead right now, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and the team fight from Aster's lineup is just too much, and with this raid pack as well and the Aegis, I think OGs just can't really team fight back.
Oh, Avalanche. Oh, Silence comes out though, just at the right time into the coil, but again, the barracks are already down. XXS jumps in. No black hole quite yet. Hook missed from Ori. Despite it being a stationary target, it's like watching myself play, but he's still winning the game. Monet, he's going to drop inside this Wukong's command. 50 seconds of no troll.
Oh, they're going to keep going.
So OG gets something out of this, but the balance strike misses, and the TPs aren't coming. XXS out, and the only one remaining is Ori. And Amar, how close is he to Ags? It's still 500 away.
Yeah, and he's trying to finish at bot lane, but they have this really good ward on Aster. He might get caught. His whole team is converging.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just so desperate to find this item. And Ori shows up, and you can see, just walks up, dismembers, and a very ambitious TP from Amar is cancelled by 2 different spells, and he's brought to his knees. So still waiting on this Ags.
I mean, it's definitely a fight condition for them, because right now they just don't have enough juice, but with this Aghanim's will give them a lot of power to bait the Aster team and take a good fight.
Trying to save Siamese Cat. The Waning Rift comes to the coil onto 2 as Ori getting beat on by Yuragi and Taiga. They lose their dazzle, but it's be a trade for Seb. And Monet really ready to fight as the hook connects from Ori. You can see how slow he is. Must have taken that talent at level 10 as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely out of control. Yuragi pops out Wukong's command along with his BKB, but Aster just walk outside. And they're going to attempt to TP out. Monet looks to be fine. So they found the 2 supports.
XX says he's got no TP.
Yeah. You're right, he has absolutely nothing, so he's just dead. They get a core out of it at the very least.
It's actually pretty good, because there's a lot of channeling spells on both Enigma and
Monet already popping the battle trance, and Yuragi just dies.
That is worth popping everything for on Monet.
Siamese, they're going to put down the sentry, so BZM has vision here. Gets off the Waning Rift as well, and he's just dead. So the only thing that he was kind of having trouble with is when this BKB is on cooldown, needs a way to dispel that silence, but now he has that. Along with the extra HP is Taiga getting dismembered, and he's a kill for Aster. Yep, as we have Roche at half HP, OG. I mean, they have good team fight in the pit. The Wukong's command and Echo Slam coil.
The old double wraparound play.
Yep,
Yeah,
Aster trying to bait this out. Ori focusing on Amar for now. The BKB's already popped. He's going to use his ult along with the black hole onto 2 cores from OG, and already Yuragi is dead. Amar already pops that borrowed time, but he is surrounded, and it's only a matter of time before they can chew through him as a double kill for Monet and second Roche for Aster.
Yeah, the ATM was too late to press his ultimate, so then it focused 5 down the game before his ultimate probably was having a punishment.
Alright, well, that's Rampage. Yeah, we've seen a lot of games where Abaddon is focused on, and it just hasn't felt like it matters. Like, his borrowed time keeps falling. Oh, gets hook, comes out, dismember. That's a dead Taiga. Monet getting healed up despite being blocked by the fissure, tossed back to safety. They don't want to waste this Aegis because there's still plenty of time to work with. The percentage on that is probably not the greatest this game. Yuragi on the trees, can see all this. Monet trying to focus on Amar to start, but you can see Siamese Cat getting bursted with the Dagon. Echo Slam coming out from Seb as Amar pops his ult to try to heal his Seb up to good HP, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Double buyback on each respective side. Ori pops the BKB, dismembering Yuragi though. Yuragi trying to get out the Wukong's command. He does, but then dies a second after. And now Amar to the whirling axes. Double kill from Monet. So despite a pretty good initiation from OG, just not able to do much as this fight ends with a triple kill from Monet and BZM, the last member of OG alive.
They're gonna focus the tier 3 instead.
Oh, that was a good attempt, but BZM blinks out. Just trying to push these waves and be annoying, but again, Monet on this troll can decimate these buildings. They could probably just get the mega creeps. Still 24 seconds on the Monkey King. Does have buyback though. As BZM looking for the kill here. Does he dismember his teammate? Oh, the Waning Rift comes in the last moment though. So Ori, despite having the shard, not able to really use it. Either way, Monet focusing on objectives. That is gonna be mega creeps going the way of Aster in this game number 1.
Still a rack stop.
That is not mega creeps going the way of Aster in game number 1.
I mean, the creeps might take it though. They need to defend this.
That is gonna be mega creeps for Aster in game number 1.
Take it! What in Gaben's name?
Monet, he's going to walk in the old-fashioned way. Not able to hit the whirling axis, but they spot Yuragi. He's going to get up to Wukong's command. Enigma's dead right off the bat, so a good start for OG, but the dismember inside the Wukong's command for Yuragi. Ori at half HP, just trying to right-click, but you can see Monet just ripping him a new one. 75 seconds of no Monkey King, and this looks to be the beginning of the end of game number 1 in favor of Aster, as they don't even need the buyback, it seems. The buyback comes out from Amar instead. The Dagon being used to full effect, but the GG's come out, and Aster just dominating in game number 1.
Yeah, they had some pretty decent lanes, but I think their first few moves were extremely good. They knew that essentially if they just go late game, they would win.
I would say. I mean, the Chen gets through. What do you guys think overall?
I'm really enjoying the fact that Amar was able to get his Razor in. They adjusted the bans, and they decided to ban the Dazzle on Tiny, and then they did not ban Razor themselves, and they were able to pick it. I think it's already looking a lot better for OG. He's a lot more comfortable on this hero, and he loves playing against counter picks, and he just first picks this hero all the time, and he's doing it here.
But yeah, the Dawnbreaker Chen, you got some good heals coming out from Aster. They talked about the mechanic of the Dawn ult into Chrono. It now works, kind of. Like before, that would actually stun you before you'd even land. Okay, we're going to see a Wraithfire Blast connect onto Siamese Cat. He's completely surrounded, and first blood for BZM. That is the mid lane tango. You're going to be very happy with that. Almost has his bottle already.
It's a huge kill because this matchup, Pango versus Storm, is a very even matchup, and every little thing will swing the lane. This Pango early bottle will enable him to farm a lot more and get his magic wand earlier against the Storm Spirit. Yeah, a little surprised by Siamese Cat walking in there like that after seeing the smoke break, but I guess because it was just Seb that revealed from the high ground. I wasn't sure that it was absolutely everybody there.
So Ori facing off against BZM again. I love that we're seeing so many different heroes getting picked in this tournament. I mean, the Wraith King we get to see, very exciting, of course, now that he has more than one button. Although, I kind of missed that old one, I'm not going to lie. It was a lot of fun. But Taiga getting some D-Sentries here, but it's going to be reciprocated by Siamese Cat as well. But from a Dawnbreaker's perspective in this off lane, as we're seeing the Wraith King winner, actually very good, obviously small sample size. But from Dawnbreaker's perspective, how does this lane look from the side of Aster?
Aster has a very strong lane, and they're playing for a lot of kill threat because all Wraith King wants to do is kind of play the lane very slow and get as much farm as he can, whereas Aster's the ones looking to pressure and look for kills. Yeah, I mean, you can Starbreaker the skeletons too, right? So even, like Aster's even okay just leaving the Dawnbreaker here generally alone, and he'll be fine. I think the Wraith King was picked for more of the game. It's a hero that can survive the Void Chrono, the Storm initiations, and play for these long fights.
Yeah, kind of an old school counter to Void, like you said, that ult being able to be used despite getting Chrono. So it's not really a target that that Aster's gonna want to actually go for as a result. But I'd be interested to see if he goes for a different kind of a build. Otherwise, we're used to seeing like the Armlet, Deso, Blink, BKB, etc.
This is a huge problem for Ori right now in the mid lane. He missed the sentries on the small camp, and he's not going to be able to farm it, whereas Pangolier will be able to farm it. And this matters a lot for Storm because he's a small camp maximizer, and this will really slow down his game. He's going to need another sentry from his support to be able to unblock this.
That was, I assume, just a 50-50 that he guessed wrong.
I think he was trying to get the mid lane D ward.
Trying to double dip. Yeah,
it
Yuragi taking a lot of damage. He's going to get stun locked thanks to that Starbreaker, but the heal comes out from Taiga. Isn't enough to save Yuragi. He's going to get the tree cut here.
Very nice
avenue there as Taiga helping him out.
Yeah, but there's no more regen coming from this Wraith King, and he's greeting up for the Helm, so he needs to just farm slowly until then. I like this level 2 and Cold Embrace. Like, I know we see it a lot these days, but because he's going for the Helm, it's like another form of regen that can help him get to that timing. Like he'll be fine here, even without regen. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the ways that Taiga can help with the Starbreaker combo, because if the Wraith King doesn't have a stun up because of mana, for example, like right now, he will be able to help him avoid the potential death.
And despite the small camp issues that you were discussing, Ori's actually doing just fine in this mid lane.
Yeah, he's playing this matchup really well. Penguin even have first blood, so he's out CSing him very hard on the lane.
Yeah, this is a little bit surprising for sure. BZM just going for those boots, has the raindrop in his his stash right now. See how aggressive they can be in this top lane though, because the Snapfire Dawnbreaker is pretty disgusting. We got the cookie to connect into the Scatter Blast as Yuragi getting chased, but XXS was the recipient of that Wraithfire Blast. In fact, the Courier will go the way of Yuragi, but he will fall.
He TP bomb
side of OG as a Chrono is placed by Monet with the kisses on top as Amar's in a lot of trouble, out of mana and out of life as well. See if it goes for a Maelstrom afterwards. That seems to be the most common build before this tournament. As a zip in from Ori into the cookie leads to a kill onto Taiga in the top river. And well, as I say that, bottom lane, Yuragi, he has no ultimate queued right now. I'm not sure if he's holding the point. He does put it in finally, but will he live a second time? I don't think so. Maybe a bit of a mistake here from Yuragi. Haven't seen a whole lot from him thus far. Less active than we're used to seeing, but will be a trade for the tier 1s like you said. And we actually have a smoke on the 2 from ASTER. And it is that Snapfire Chrono combo. And Yuragi, Chrono, Mortimer's kisses to follow. And the Dawnbreaker ult just to make sure that they get this position 1. And they do so. And that ult remains on cooldown as mid lane. Ori is almost out of mana but zips away. Not able to take out Taiga, but the hammer from the side as XXS getting a nice Sidewinder kill there. The swash is there, and tempted TP, Rolling Thunder does go off just in time. So at the very least, OG do get a support kill, but again, 2 deaths on that Wraith King. That hurts big time. And Taiga now has his Winter's Curse available. Getting to the high ground thanks to the Arctic Burn, but he's going to get jumped instead. Electric Vortex to start. He's going to get the Cold Embrace off, but they have enough magic damage, surely. That Static Remnant is the thing that finishes him off. So, a bit of a punishment here from ASTER as they have a 7-2 lead, but not too much of a net worth lead. As Ori able to take that invis. Yeah, as you said, smoke up from 4 members of OG. Ori, he's gonna pop it, but zips away. Taiga's in the area though. Winter's Curse.
No mana.
And BZM with that ult is gonna connect. The Dawnbreaker ult coming in though, and a nice cookie to give Ori that extra space to get away. That does require the services of most of ASTER. The big Starbreaker coming in, but it's canceled. Is that XXS? Might want to try to re-engage here on the Taiga as the Chrono comes out onto 2 with the Mortimer's kisses as well. They'll find the support to start. Elder Titan ult not enough to really dissuade them from continuing, as that is a double kill for Monet, and Seb looks to be next on the list for ASTER. And ASTER again, just a great start to this game. And can they get more? Ori jumping Amar in the mid lane now. Already at half HP. Do they have a stun? The hammer coming in, and no, not able to get that Starbreaker. But they'll get the tier 1 tower, and look at these rally skeletons. Holy Jesus.
Yeah, they're giving more than double damage to these creeps.
And you can see Wyvern coming in, but no Winter's Curse. And Monet only 200 away from Maelstrom as Yuragi spotted out, but Ori is going to find a pick-off onto Seb in the jungle.
Yeah, this Pangolier is begging for it because the Bergen's Blade works with a Swashbuckle. Gives you like 400 damage or something, right? Yeah, it's
ASTER into the pit. They have their entire zoo with them.
It's just melting.
And it looks to be uncontested, so a freebie for ASTER as the Aegis is taken by Monet. Maybe a little bit surprising it's not on the Storm Sphere, but he's going to zip on Seb, and Ori out of mana thanks to the Defusal Swashbuckle. And Ori, he's going to get cookied to safety. Monet, not able to get anything off here as Ori looks to be just dead. BKB pop from Amar, but there's the double man Chronosphere into the kisses again, and the Dawnbreaker ult as well. That is 1 dead, but BZM able to get off his shard, and a nice curse comes out from OG, kind of resetting things. In fact, taking out XXS instead. So nice turnaround overall from OG. Now they're going to find Siamese Cat as well, the position 5 Snapfire.
He needs to Chronosphere this Razor when he's linking the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Especially
Especially when he had Regen Rune Bottle. He was going to be able to have a perfect
the
reset.
save comes out, and again a huge Swashbuckle, no mana at all, and Aegis is down just like that. OG and BZM in particular really getting big value out of this Diffusal Blade.
I hope ASTER will be able to reset.
Oh, that's a huge zip though. They want to get revenge, and they will. So Ori able to pick off BZM finally.
Yeah, he's just pretty much playing for the assassin build, especially with this Grove Bow. He's going to be able to one-shot any supports if they're alone on the map.
Here I am.
The zip in, and here comes the combination. BZM just evaporates. My goodness. Didn't even need to Chronosphere. Ori still can close the gap. Okay, he does get up a Splinter Blast, Blink Dagger, but a zip from Ori. Taiga with a premature cold embrace. Nice sidestep onto the Echo Stomp. Looks to be a freebie here for ASTER as Taiga, just a couple more right clicks. But again, Ori out of mana now. This tier 2 tower finally fortified, but it will be brought down, which means the outpost might be going their way. Although Siamese Cat getting taken out now. Blink Dagger being shown from Yuragi.
You know, a farmed Wraith King, I feel like can actually 1v5 pretty easily.
Is this just a hero, especially with the Chrono having such a long cooldown, that you just kind of ignore in these Chrono engagements? Because they've been picking these, they've been using the Chronos a lot on these single targets of the BZM. Blink Dagger, oh, they're going to stun lock the Faceless Void. Nice pick off from OG.
Mar just walks right in.
Yep, he's not scared. He's going to get jumped. He's going to get the bait, but nothing will come of it. So Hurricane comes out onto that fearsome Wild Wing Ripper, but Amar going to brush it off.
ASTER did lose their ward though, so they don't want to continue playing in that area. They want to play somewhere else. Oh,
BZM gets a nice double stop into the Wraith Fire, coming out from Yuragi, and the Blink Dagger to follow, but XXX gets on his BKB. Chrono onto 2, but a nice curse to try to counteract it. It's only half duration though, as the focus is now onto Amar without that BKB, and Yuragi still with that second life available to him. Dawnbreaker coming in, but XXX, he's going to take that swashbuckle damage. He gets off a nice Starbreaker into the Blink, but not able to get out this time. So 2 kills go the way of OG, and now that Roche is up.
There's no mana burn. I assume Amar wants to have it. This is a really good shard for Razor.
Alright.
It's one of the better ones that you can buy at minute 15 if you want.
Okay. How many A-tier shards are in the game in your estimation?
OG has perfect vision right now, so they're going to be able to get really good fights onto the side of ASTER.
Yuragi starting this off with the Wraith Fire onto XXS. He gets up the Starbreaker, healing him a decent amount, but Amar is there with the static link. The Hammer trying to buy himself some distance, but he's just getting bursted down with this right click from Amar, and the ult of Swashbuckle slows him down, and in the base they go. Amar gets the kill, and now they're going to turn this around, potentially the Void, but he gets up the Time Walk at just the last moment and gets all of his HP back.
Everyone's entering the Radiant Vision, he's going to get jumped.
Yep, and here comes the Dawnbreaker ult as well. Mortimer's Kisses just to make sure that they get the support Wyvern. Oh, BZM gets off the Diffusal Blade, but XXS with the Hammer gets a little bit of distance. Gets the Cookie as well, but here comes the initiation onto Baboka. Gets off his Hand of God and the mech, but it's not enough to survive. Monet and company just have to sit in their base and wait for OG to try to make a mistake here on the high ground. Gets off these Skelly boys, only 3. More than enough is Ori. He's going in as well. Starbreaker onto Amar, but again, very, very tanky. Not online for another 15 seconds. There's the Aghanim Scepter. That's a lot of damage. And the end of the Aegis, but Yuragi and company not going to be too upset about that. It was expiring relatively soon. Monet looking for a potential Chrono, but it's up reverse time walking instead. Definitely not going to use it on the Wraith King. Oh, the bash actually connects onto XXN. Kind of stuck in a weird spot here as Monet jumps in looking for potential Chronosphere target. And it's going to be a wasted BKB just in a defensive measure from ASTER's side, as OG still not looking to get out of the base. Not doing that much damage to this building, but he's continuing to try.
They've got Mortimers now. I think they're going to look to go.
Yeah, we have the Electric Vortex. There's the Mortimer's Kisses with the Chronosphere on top. He actually gets Ori not quite in the Chrono. I thought he got something for a moment, but you can see the disarm coming out, and Void in a lot of trouble has to time walk out and not getting any damage out at all. XXS getting static link with the Amar. A little bit of right-click action as the mid lane of Rax is dead, and the jump in from Yuragi, 2 dead for ASTER, as OG looking very good right now. Ori with absolutely no mana, and even the Dawnbreaker comes in and gets bashed right off the bat. Triple kill for Amar, as GG is called.
Very nice play from OG, understanding what they had to have in that game. Amar building into the heart and the Heaven's Hover. This guy is completely...
That's game number 3 between OG and ASTER. Winner of this singular game goes on to the lower bracket finals to face off against TI champs, Team Spirit, Jenkins, Sneyking, SUNSfan. Hello.
Hello, hello. It's been an honor. I've enjoyed the crowd here in Arlington. You guys have been amazing. Yeah, shout out to the crowd. Yeah, I think I've met literally everybody in the crowd at this point, actually.
Yeah. We'll see if we pay for that post-event or not, but until then, let's enjoy some dotes.
So I think this is going to be just a rune standoff. Oh, but they get the ward.
Oh, that's an early one. Denied, though.
Denied.
extra gold going the way of ASTER this time. Seb kind of manning up here a bit, but this bounty rune, they're going to try to contest Yuragi. BZM getting pursued by Ori. Gets a heavenly jump up here. BZM. Oh my goodness. Okay. Even after popping the fairy fire, Ori just stands there and kills them. And again, the mid lane is kind of the story, as Ori, a bit behind in the CS, but when you look at the net worth, he does have a decent lead. As Amar getting a nice static look in the bot lane, but the Wyvern getting
gonna hit sync right now.
Pursuing from Zeus ult. Yep, Zeus ult is close.
Just one more.
Siamese Cat is getting pursued now as well. Monet, though, he has to be a little bit careful. His time walk not quite available. And there's the Thunder God's Wrath from Ori, taking out Amar. And Taiga
gets the bash.
Looks like he'll find a kill for himself, but Monet will get the trade again. Nicely played from ASTER. Good communication as well. Waning Rift in the mid lane with the coil expended from BZM leads to a pickoff onto Baboka. XXS has to be a bit careful. Omni Slash doesn't have enough mana, but he does have 2 wand charges. He'll pop it. Still 5 mana away. Instead, he's going for Blade Fury, but that is going to force the Primal Split. Now he's going to get chased a bit. The stun to come out, and Yuragi has to be a bit careful here.
Damage.
Yeah, but he has some backup in the form of Seb and company. The entirety of OG seemingly is here, trying to keep their carry alive, and they'll do so. Now XXS in his regular Panda form looks to be very dead.
Sonic Boom!
Yeah, that was a really nice play from OG. Yuragi diving like that, using the spin, forcing the Soul Ring into ult, so he's going to be really low when he comes out of the ult.
No, Amar is going to get off the static link along with his ult as Ori. Going to get saved for the time being by Siamese Cat. Here comes the first chrono of the game. Thunder God's Wrath is there. Amar is dead. Now the question is, will Taiga be able to reciprocate onto Ori? Orb is coming. Coil is expended, so BZM comes in for the kill on Ori instead. And it's being a favorable trade for OG despite the death onto Amar. Now the illusory orb continues. Baboka, he gets off the spike carapace, but it was phase shifted off. Now Siamese Cat trapped in by Taiga. Nicely done, but the save onto himself. Taiga maybe a little bit too far this time. Gets off the snowball, but it'll be a hard one to get out of. A couple more right clicks will do it, and Monet gets credit for that one. This was very popular, but just all of a sudden this tournament, everyone's picking it up. Seth, I got to hold that thought, because I had to see that thunderclap come to fruition, but Impale with the mana burn. BZM's out of mana right now. Waning Rift to the high ground. Oh, he's actually going to dodge the Thunderbolt. Very nicely played, but BZM getting pursued again, and Ori still finds the damage anyway. And now Yuragi inside the curse gets off the spin, but to no avail. ASTER, 2 huge kills for them. Might be in some trouble. Has his time walk, he's going to use it, but here comes the snowball after the fact, but at the same time, they're trying to gank Amar, and Taiga is going to get lifted into the air as Amar getting pursued by the Fire Panda. He's doing a lot of damage, so he takes it out pretty swiftly, but he is surrounded now as the bash comes in from Monet, and another kill goes the way of ASTER. The lane now.
Oh no, BZM
going to try to go high ground, but the curse comes out, Impale to follow, and XXS and company. Thunderclap does get dodged by the snowball. Feels like just a matter of time before they bring down this Tusk, although he's creating a little bit of space now.
Yeah.
Decent ice shards.
OG got the big tower during this. This is a lot of hate.
He gets the punch off as well. Taiga.
This Orchid will come in very clutch if they're able to find the enemy heroes.
Yeah, we got the Waning Rift, the silence onto the Wyvern, so no curse to come. Taiga can come to get a free pick off, but it's going to be at the trade of Taiga himself, as Monet is here to clean things up. See if they'll need it to take this tower. Seb continuing to kind of annoy here.
Yeah, they need to kill him. He is just holding this tower. They're going to commit for him.
They're going to jump now and surrounded, and he's literally just stuck in place as the bashes come out, and Baboka, credit for that one, and likely the tier 1 towers next.
It's pretty much lights out for him unless Void will be able to have a clutch chrono to save him.
Yes.
And Seb again continuing to annoy, despite this tier 1 tower not even being there anymore. He still showed up to see if they can actually kill him. Spencer's Blast does a lot of damage, pops the wand, but Baboka's here. Very slow motion Vendetta. Yep, XXS. His smoke is gonna break. To use that ultimate. Thunder God's Wrath is there. He's gonna get stunned. Omni Slash, but there's the cold embrace for the save. Monet not wanting use the chrono, but he's going to have to use it on his teammate and try to focus on the Enchantress. They can't right-click at all. So the Brewmaster dies before the split, and Monet has to try to time walk to safety. He's getting pursued now by Amar, who's taking heavy damage. Baboka looking for the impale. He'll get it onto Amar, but he's going to get crushed. Cold Embrace comes and will be taken out eventually. Obviously there, Amar did die in that engagement, so it is a 2-for-1. It might be contested by ASTER. As you can see, the Dota win probability is very even at the moment. But BZM goes to the high ground. XXS gets off the primal split now, so we'll see if he can get in the pit in time. Looks like he will, because Roche is only at half HP. Now Taiga getting bursted down. They're going to lift the jug into the air, but that's a buyback onto Taiga now. Yuragi had to force out his Blade Fury. Taiga into the pit now. Baboka, Vendetta, Spike Carapace is there with the Impale. Amar's already at half HP, and now Monet trying to focus on him, but the BKB comes out from Amar, getting out the Static Link as well. He's getting really low, has to walk to the other side though. And now Monet, with the time walk, reverses back to try to finish off Taiga instead and save Ori in the process. So they get the support in Taiga and Amar, but Ori gets deleted by BZM seemingly everywhere on this puck. Now Seb is going to take some right-click action from Monet. That's a double kill for XXS. And we'll see if that's enough for ASTER going to the pit, but they actually found Yuragi with this Tornado and the Curse to try to counteract the Blade Fury for the time being. Keeps them in place. Another silence coming out from BZM, and this Void has to be careful. Of course, Siamese Cat is there with the Cold Embrace if he needs it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to Omni into the Cold Embrace.
BZM. Get the jump now as Seb. He's going to get bursted. It's not quite enough for the kill. Blister Blast does come in as Seb is still the one getting focus of all these heroes, and the Primal Split is used to take him out very effectively. Cold Embrace now, but the Chronosphere saving him for now as it's on 3 heroes. Can they get Yuragi inside? He's getting bashed repeatedly. So ASTER coming out on top of this fight so far, but the snowball coming in from Taiga. At the very least, they will get Siamese Cat, so no more Cold Embraces to come. Taiga slowed to a crawl, finally will drop. And Amar, time walk in from Monet, and BZM still in the pit. He's going to get another Waning Rift off, but he's going to get bashed. He has to be careful. Double bash, in fact. Gets off the phase shift, not able to time the lightning bolt correctly as BZM to the high ground. Looks like he will finally get away. But again, XXS is not done chasing. Amar, that's who he has in his sights. And Monet and company will get another kill in their name. And it's just a fight out of sight. It's Seb. He's going to be the tank here at half HP already. And obviously the right clicks are going to be pretty hard to come by thanks to that untouchable. Gets off his Orchid onto the Brewmaster for now as Monet. He's going to get snowballing on, but Seb is still there. Can they even kill this man? Doesn't look like it. Not even worth it for them as Taiga jumps in with that Walrus Punch, but he actually puts himself on the cliff. He's going to get impaled though, but he's still alive as Baboka. He's going to be punished by that Blade Fury. And he's dead, so a 5v4 situation for OG. Coil now onto 2, it's broken. No Chronosphere to work with still. It's the Omni Slash onto XXS. No Primal Split to work with. Yeah, I think so. There is another Bruise Split, but it looks like OG will finally claim Roche #1. Yuragi picks up the Aegis.
He was bluffing, and ASTER did not call his bluff. You think they're gonna call Seb on this one?
Well, we'll see. Nimbus is there. Yeah, wow. All right, well, that's a lot of damage. Monet, he's gonna pop the BKB, trying to bait them into this Chronosphere. He's gonna kill Taiga as a result. Yep, 4K lead for OG.
Smoke coming from OG. They're looking for a fight.
And we'll see if they find it. Baboka breaking it, but doesn't look like there's a dust. In fact, Ori's found with this coil, but look at the damage done to BZM as a result. Now the save onto Ori to keep him alive for the time being. And the ult comes out from Siamese Cat as well as the puck. Very low on HP. He's going to drop it. It turns into a triple kill from Monet. Huge turnaround from ASTER as Yuragi able to get that Omni Slash out. But like you said, there is the Cold Embrace again. Monet pops the BKB, gets a lot of his HP back, and now turning his sights to Yuragi. That is death #1. The Aegis is down as Amar is trying to save his teammate, but another Bruise Split comes and another Chrono actually. Monet just came off cooldown, gets off that, gets a nice kill there, and now onto Yuragi they go. And he is completely surrounded here, and he's going to be brought down. So a full team wipe for ASTER.
BZM is under the vision of ASTER. They're trying to pick him off. They know this gem is very valuable.
And we'll see if they're able to pick him off, but BZM keeping his distance now. And saw the power of Siamese Cat. I mean, his saves are kind of out of control here. As we're going to see a coil. That's going to be the death of Baboka to start this fight. Snowball kind of delaying things. Taiga's able to blink out to safety. It looks like ASTER will just retreat now after not getting what they came for.
Dude, Seb has a full Bloodthorn on a position 5 Enchantress.
Okay.
He's actually almost got as much farm as a Mar. That's insane. Yeah, and also with the BKB when during the Cold Embrace, so then he's pretty much invincible.
Oh, we have the Thunder God's Wrath to give it a little bit of vision, but an instant snowball into the blink from Taiga. But he's getting jumped, and Monet and company will get a quick pick off there.
Yeah, they want to get a ward up.
His smoke's gonna pop. Baboka in the Vendetta form. Trying to slow them down. Taiga onto the high ground. Early primal split. Monet goes in, but not able to get the chrono off. As the Nimbus comes in and BZM might be caught out. He's going to get stunned right off the bat. Another right click will do it. He's going to get off his orb, but he's dead, and a gem drops. Big kill for ASTER. Now Enchantress looks to be, they're just going to lift him up and ignore him. Like, God, I'm so sick of this Enchantress. Big mana bar on Uragi, though. And he's going to get chronoed, and he's going to be brought down. 90 seconds of no jug. But again, that's going to align pretty nicely with this second Roche. Roche Pit fight combination.
And Seb,
all of their heroes basically in the jump onto Seb. He's dead. It is going to be a severe uphill battle.
Yeah, they've got good position for it. I mean, they've got a ward down to the high ground too. ASTER looks like they're going to fight into it anyway.
BZM, he's going to pop the smoke, but there we see Monet going in to get some nice vision with that Thunder God's Wrath, and this will be a dieback onto Seb if he's bursted down, but Uragi comes in with the Blade Fury Shard combination. Seb is dead. Here's the Chronosphere, but the counter curse is there, and the right click's being applied to Uragi. Will it be enough? He gets off the Omni Slash at the last moment. The Snowball coming in as well. Amar using the Spider Legs to get to the other side, but the Static Link will not remain. Siamese Cat is dead. Will buy back though. Baboka gets a beautiful impale onto Amar, who drops shortly after. Double buyback now from OG as Uragi on the run, completely retreating here.
He needs the juke.
Trying to get pursued, but you can see BZM trying to create some space. The coil was used. Not sure if they caught anybody, but it's going to turn into a triple kill from Monet.
See Uragi.
And two dead from OG. Lifted up Uragi. Does have his Blade Fury. Will use it, but the bash is there. Monet. Another ult comes out from XXS, trying to get this stun up onto Amar, gets off his Spider Legs there as well. That'll be a dieback for him if they're able to contain him. He's on the cliff, they see him. Thunderbolt is there as well. And he's just right-clicking as a Zeus, and it's gonna be enough. And 4 dead in favor of ASTER. BZM, the last remaining member, he's gonna get bashed. It's off the phase shift though.
BZM, he keeps changing his position. He doesn't want to get caught.
Yeah, and the Aegis and Roche are gonna fall. And it looks like ASTER are gonna be able to get everything out of it. All the goodies for them. Satanic now online.
They have to kill the backline of ASTER if they want to win this fight.
He's gonna respect the high ground of OG for now, but still with 2.5 minutes on the Aegis. As Taiga finds a pick off on Baboka.
Yeah,
We'll see how much they care about that.
right now ASTER's backline it really needs to be saved.
They want Seb. They're actually gonna use the Primal Split, and there's the Void Spirit coming out as well. Seb, he's dead inside the Nimbus. 70 seconds of no Enchantress.
That's a nice.
Still Monet, he has his chrono. He's gonna use it on Uragi. Where is he? Where was he to begin this fight? He's gonna got the Omni Slash at the last moment though to try to stay alive, but it's more of a defensive measure than anything else, as 2 are dead for OG, and Uragi getting chased. But he will get his blink off with the Blade Fury. Amar inside this Nimbus has to BKB. The fact that he lived through that was pretty damn impressive. But this is going to be a set of racks for ASTER. As Uragi's coming in from the backside. He's going to get the blink and the Blade Fury, focusing on Ori. He's not going to be able to live through this. Nicely done from OG. Static Link coming out from Amar, gets lifted into the air at BZM. Looks like he'll live. Has to kind of sidestep that Nimbus though, as the Primal Split used to try to make sure that ASTER can get away.
Surprise ASTER with that, with a quick pick off. They're going to smoke with it.
As foretold.
They need to find the backlines of ASTER.
The story of this game is the Zeus and the Wyvern.
Yeah, but they run into Monet and XXS instead. Seb, he's going to take the primal split to himself, it looks like, inside the Nimbus as well. He's going to pop a BKB of his own. Do they have enough to rip through him? It doesn't look like. But on the other side of the fight, the deletion of Siamese Cat is huge, but the Chronosphere coming out onto Yuragi with the first damage from the Zeus. Isn't enough? Yes, but the buyback comes out from Yuragi now. And Seb, they're still trying to go on top of him, but the instant sheep from Amar. Can they turn this around onto the Faceless Void? Monet gets the time walk off, and he's very healthy indeed. And Taiga actually positions himself forward because of the snowball, but there, the buyback from Yuragi coming to fruition now, and the Blade Raiders ripping through this void. Buyback though, 2 of them from ASTER. And it's another 5v4 in favor of OG, but they lose the puck, and he buys back now. And Amar gets off another sheep, this time onto Ori. Finally pops that BKB, but another primal split comes out as Amar attempting to TP out. The bash, not there. So OG staying alive here, but the Impale coming out onto Taiga in the river. Don't think they can save him, so now it's a 4v4. Surely there's no buybacks available. I guess there's one on the Ench and Brew for now. As the next Roach is up, but Seb inside this Nimbus is going to get the spin help from Yuragi. But it looks like Seb will eventually fall. Finally, double kill from Monet. Yuragi, he goes high. They want to fight right now, but he's going to get bursted. Only at half HP, gets the Blade Fury up, but the Zeus, Ori's in a lot of trouble. He's dead. We'll see if he ends up buying back Monet. He's silenced for now, has to pop his BKB as Amar gets a little baby static link off, but finally the buyback comes out from Ori. That's one advantage ASTER could have, but then again, you are playing against an Ench with creeps. Oh, but the jump onto Amar. There's the Chronosphere, but that is a dead Wyvern to start us out. It is a decent Chronosphere on the 2, and Nim is doing a lot of damage, but you can see Amar buying back into the game. The Faceless Void, Ori, oh my god, he gets the Chronosphere off just at the last moment, and Monet, he'll find one. Trying to focus now onto Seb. That's going to be essentially a dieback for him. Blade Fury coming in from Yuragi, but now kind of trying to retreat as BZM very low on mana himself, and OG outnumbered. XXS, he gets off his primal split again thanks to the refresher now. Check out some of the damage onto Yuragi. And the sheep coming out from Amar to try to focus down this Faceless Void instead, but it looks like Yuragi might be falling. He does die, 3 dead in favor of ASTER, but it's going to be a trade for the Nyx Assassin. Amar, he's going to be spotted. He just bought back a dieback for the Razor now. And I would assume they get the tier 3 and just go throne here. Is ASTER. They are going to try for it. XXS does have an ultimate available, I believe. He's going to get silenced for the time being. Or is that thing bugged in the top? I'm not sure. Either way, the tier 4 tower is dead. There's only 2 members of OG are in the area. Ori has to pop his BKB just to survive through. BZM, Taiga, he actually pops his BKB, but he's trying to slow this down as much as possible. You can see Ori getting completely focused down, and he's dead to BZM's right click. But the complete target here from ASTER is the buildings.
He's trying to kill
Tier 4 towers are dead, and now they go for the throne. BZM living on a sliver of HP. Finally, the primal split comes out, and the GGs come out. ASTER secure themselves top 3. OG eliminated from the Arlington Major. What a game.
A little bit of trash talk at the end.
I'm alone here on my island, floating in the sky. I'm high above the world I used to know, and I'm far from any danger, safe from any failure. Guarded, I found shelter in the storm. I'm hiding in the blue, safe between the clouds. In the blue, where I can't be found. Was a soldier in the legions, fought against the demons, fought against the monsters made of gold. But they stormed across Arcadia, following the nature, washed away the place I once called home. I'm hiding in the blue, safe between the clouds. In the blue, where I can't be found. I'm hiding in the blue. my own worst